Okay, this is a demo of how to use our digital collections to make online exhibitions. So I'm going to show you first how to find links to the digital objects that we hold that you can pull into this exhibition making software. So if we start here in Library Search, you can access digital special collections up here. I'm going to use a map for this example. I know there's a good one in here. We go to History of Wales. Here's the one I want to use. So I'm going to start off by open it up in the Universal Viewer, and then we can see the image. And the first thing I'm going to do is copy the title. And I've got a Google Doc open. You could just have a Word document. Just keep somewhere you can make some notes as you're going along. I'm just going to record the title, and I'm going to record the URL of the object before I do anything else. Next thing I need to do is find the manifest. So this is a special type of link. It's not this link. It's a link that's going to allow us to make exhibits with it. So you can find it by going down to Share here, click that, and you'll see this logo, IIIF or IIIF. That is the manifest. And if you right click on there and go to copy link address, you can get hold of that link and again paste it into your document. So now we can start building our exhibit, and this is it. So this is a tool that was developed by the University of St Andrews for making online exhibitions with digital objects. It's really, really simple to use. I'm just going to do a quick demo of it now. If you go down to create an exhibit, you're going to be prompted to give it a title and a description. So I'm just going to call mine Map of Wales and author, and I'm just, it wants me to put a description in, but I'm just going to put a couple of spaces. You can leave that blank, you can leave that public. It doesn't really matter if that's on or off. Say that you're not a robot and that you agree with the terms of service, and then it will open a workspace for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up that map that we were just looking at by using the link that we pasted. But there's something you need to do to this before you can paste it in. You see it's quite a long link, and what's happening here is it's actually duplicated the URL twice. So as a rule, I find what works best if you go to the very first question mark that you see in the link and delete that question mark and everything that comes after it. Just clear that off. If you put that link in as it was, it won't work for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, if you copy that short link there and go to add item and paste it in and import it, it will work properly and it will bring the map in so that you can start annotating it. So here our annotations are going to go down on the left. We've got the object on the right, and what we can do here is turn the pages. You can also see all the pages over here on the left if you wanted to go to a particular one. I'm going to make my first annotation here on the title page. So I'm just rolling my mouse in so that I can zoom into this image, and I'm going to hit this plus button here and add my first annotation, which is I'm just going to say title page, and click the tick to save it. So when I click that tick, what it did was save that annotation to this page of this book and this section of this page of this book. So this is going to make more sense at the end when I sort of show how it all worked, but I'm going to add another annotation in here. You see the paper's been repaired here, so I'm just going to write an annotation, paper repair, tick to save it. And you just carry on like this, really. I'm going to put another one in about the publication date. Published 1644. And tick to save. So I'm going to go to a new page now. I'm going to go down until I find the map of Wales, which is here. I'm going to load that up. Let's click that to move it out of the way. And let's start with a annotation of the whole page. So I'm going to call that Map of Wales. Tick. And I'm just going to tag a few locations just to show how that works. So Carnarvon, say, let's go down the coast and we'll do another one on, let's do Aberystwyth. Maybe there we go. Okay, so I've saved those annotations and now we can see how all this comes together. If I click preview, it's going to open in a new tab. The first thing we're going to see is the book opened up. So exactly as it came out of the digital repository, it's got our title and author. And if I'd written a description, you'd have seen it there. And we can start moving right through this exhibit. So we can go right and left now. We're just going to move through each of those annotations in turn. So you can see it's saved title page with that zoom that I set up. So we can just see the title page in detail. If I click again, it's going to take me down the page to see that paper repair. And then the next click's going to take me down to the publication date. The next click's going to kind of turn the page onto that map of Wales. And then as I keep clicking, we're going to move around the map to all those annotations that I've made. So it's a really great tool. It's really easy to use. It makes really kind of professional presentations from digital objects. The most important thing that you need to remember is to go to share and copy this link here. This is the edit link. And the reason why you need to copy this is because this work that you've done isn't being saved anywhere. You haven't logged into Exhibit. It's just an open access free internet tool. So that's great. It means that, you know, it's very easy to use, but it's also very easy to lose your work as well. So yeah, you must copy that link. And that's why I just suggest just keeping this in a different document so that you've got a link there to the map that you edited, the link to that map in the catalogue, the link to the manifest, and then finally the link to the exhibit that you made. And that means that even if you've closed off your browser, even if your browser's crashed, if you've turned your computer off, you can always use this link and go in and find your work again. So it will reload it. You can edit at any point. You can go back into these, edit them. You can move them around. You can delete them. So yeah, you've got a dustbin icon there, so you can get rid of things that you don't want to use. So you can edit it away as long as you have that link. You can get back in here, and it means as well that we will have be always able to preview that map. We will be able to embed it as well. So this will allow us to put whatever you make into a website or a blog or anywhere you want. So that link's really, really important. So so that's a demonstration with one of the items that we've got in special collections. But the interesting thing about Exhibit is that it runs, it uses this software called IIIF. It uses that framework. So lots of other institutions in the world use IIIF, and it means that you can use their images just as easily. So you're not restricted to just items at Cardiff. So if I go back to Exhibit now, I'm going to make another one with an item from another repository. So if you go to the IIIF website, so IIIF.io, and then get started guides, you can see a list under find IIIF resources of all the institutions in the world that use IIIF and that whose collections that you can use to make digital things with. So you've got the British Library, you've got the David Rumsey map collection, Oxford and Cambridge are in there, that Harvard and Stanford and the Getty and all these you know, major institutions that are releasing their digital collections with IIIF. I'm going to go to the National Library of Wales as an example. What happens when you click on those links is that you get a link to the library catalogue, which is not always that easy to find, and then a screenshot telling you how you can find the manifest, that link to the image that I showed you earlier. Because as you can see in our digital collections, it's not that obvious how to go ahead and find that link. So what the IIIF website does is just give you a screenshot explaining click this, click that, then click that, and how to find the manifest. The National Library used the same catalogue as us, so it will look quite similar. You go up and open the Universal Viewer as we did before, and then go down to the bottom left-hand corner, which allows you to find that IIIF logo, right-click it, copy it. So let's try that now. This link takes you to the kind of the main National Library catalogue, which is vast, and I don't find that easy to use. So I'm going to do a bit of a cheat. I'm going to go straight to the maps in the digital gallery, and I'm going to pick one from here. Let's do this one. Okay, so I'm going to do the same as before. I'm just going to copy the title. I'm going to copy the link. And finally copy the manifest. So that is, again, down here in the bottom left-hand corner. There's the manifest. If you right-click and copy the link address, we can paste that into. So this also has the same issue where the manifest is being duplicated. So again, same rule. If you go to that first question mark, delete the question mark and everything that comes after it, we can clear that off. And if we copy that and then go into exhibit, we can build a new one using this National Library map. Okay, so I'm going to set up a new workspace and add the National Library link to it. Say import. Okay, so we've got a new map loaded. Do the same thing as before. Let's type in a caption and save it. This is just to show that you really can use this with IIIF collections anywhere in the world, and it works really well. Let's put in and maybe something else. Okay, just to give you a general idea of how that works, if you preview it, see we've got the whole map loaded. Move through the annotations. And there we go. So simple as that. Just remember, grab that copy, copy that edit link and put it in your document just to save your work. Okay, and that is all you need to do.